In ancient times, China was known as the land of the divine and the home of the gods. In the beginning, the Creator arranged divine beings to descend to Earth, bringing culture and morality to human beings. Their ultimate goal is to teach humans to cultivate their inner hearts, return to their original true selves, and go back to heaven. And so, Chinese history began. Now, let's meet some of these original divine beings, shall we? First, we have the man who created the heavens and the earth. According to an ancient Chinese legend, the Creator arranged Pangu and other divine beings to create this universe in a unique dimension called the Three Realms, which was especially made for human beings. Pangu created this world by splitting over an egg he was sitting in. When he broke open the egg, the top of the egg became the sky and the bottom became the ground. Then the goddess Nuwa created people. She did this by modeling them after herself using clay by a riverbed. The people she molded by hand became rich and beautiful and powerful. But Nuwa found that this took too much time. She got a little lazy. So she took a vine, dipped it into the mud, and flung drops of mud in all directions. When it touched the ground, each drop of mud became a separate human being. Now, after human beings were first created, they were helpless against Earth's natural elements. So other gods descended into the three realms one by one to help them. And since people mostly ate fruit and dangerous raw meat at the time, and it wasn't really from a sushi restaurant, the god Sui taught people to create fire using wood. It was said that one day Sui traveled to a place called Suiming, a place of no night and day, and out of the reach of the sun and moon. He rested under a tree called Suimu, and there flew a bird and knocked on the tree with his beak, causing sparks and eventually a fire. Sui was then enlightened. After seeing how fire was created, Sui then taught all the people. But not all was well in this new world, because soon a great flood occurred and almost destroyed the entire world, and only the people who lived on the top of Kunlun Mountain, one of the tallest mountains in China, were able to escape this great disaster. Afterwards, it was said that a god called Fuxi descended to the earth and rebuilt the world, bringing back the balance of yin and yang. His famous invention is the 8 trigrams that is believed to enable human beings to communicate, align, and understand the divine. This symbol nowadays is often associated with Taoism. Now, with the development of this new human civilization came a growing need for food. Seeing this, the god Chen came down to teach agriculture. By showing people how to farm the land using new tools he created called Si and Lei, Shen also wanted to help the sick. And because he could see into his own body, Shen tested hundreds of herbs on himself while observing their effects through digestion. He recorded all this to teach humans about healthy foods, healing medicines, and dangerous poisons. What's interesting was that when Shen would ingest something poisonous, he would then consume some tea to detoxify himself. Shen eventually became known as the king of medicine and wrote the famous book Classic of Herbal Medicine. And traditional Chinese medicine eventually spread through the land, representing the high-level wisdom of harmony between the human body and nature. Alright, as you guys can see, when the world first started, it was a pretty hectic, pretty busy place. A lot of people had to contribute, a lot of divine beings had to come and help. Well, it wasn't easy. The story's not over yet, so in the next video, I'm going to tell you what else happened during the creation of the world. Stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.